Sometimes people make it all the way here and they still lack the discipline, or is it also something a little bit more difficult to tackle, such as the lack of confidence, the lack of, I would say, self-belief? How can somebody improve their self-image, Eva? Let's say they want something, they really want it, but they just don't believe they can do it.
I see what you mean about lack of self-belief, or if you have, you're not sure about yourself and you have some fear because the ego you're always fearing something. You usually fear of failure even before you start something, so that never gets you off the road. But if you are really interested, then you find a way. Like I found a way of reading all those books, all those years of doing all those courses. I went to England one time, 6 months I lived in England to learn certain things that just gave me a boost, and I came back and that was different. So then you have to realize, I mean, look at you, I'm either lazy or I'm stupid or I'm slow or I don't have enough information. What do I need? What do I need? Talk to somebody who can help you, watch a course. I mean, there's 1,000 these money-made men, on YouTube. Oh, I did this, and just do. Well, have a look what they think about, and I don't know where does one really get it. But when you need something and you want something, you will get all the parts for it. It's like you want to build something, you can't leave the windows out or the doors out. You have to have all the parts. You have to have you in fullness. Then you have to learn yourself. Who am I? What am I? What am I good for? What is my good side? Am I patient? Am I hardworking? Am I a good listener? Do I learn? I want to know more. Like, pick something. Like, start expanding yourself out of who you are.
Find out what they're really good at, what they really want, and get better at it until they achieve those goals?
To me, I think to find out what you really like to do. I love yoga. At some point after I was there 15 years, they said, you have to pass a course, you have to do this and that. You have to be not registered, but something else. Anyway, and then finally the big boss comes to me and says, we're grandfathering you. And I said, you better, because I'm not going to pay $3,000 for a yoga course and go on weekend retreats, because I'm not going to do what they do anyway, because that's boring. So you better. They could. I'm the only person, that is not sort of registered as a legal yoga instructor, but I get the most people. So, sometimes they say, if you love what you do, that's not a job.
Yeah.
That's not hard work. That's a pleasure. Find something you really like to do. You might get a job to support yourself, but start doing something that draws you and help somewhere, or do something, and then take a course on that. Because then you're going to enjoy your life. Trudging off to work every day, for most people, is the most depressing thing they can think of. And they don't produce well, they're not happy, they're a burden on society, they're useless.
Right.
To the families. No, you have to find that you enjoy. And you might change your mind later, you could move on and find something else. That's okay, but feel that there is possibilities for you. You're not locked into anything.